up, everyone? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mike. I am a full-time used book reseller. I go around the thrift stores. I scan the books, the DVDs, and CDs. I pack them up once a week, send them into Amazon. I sell everything through Amazon FBA, so I don't have to store anything around the house. So, as we all received earlier this week, Amazon sent out an email saying that they were adding a new 5% basically fuel and basically inflation slash fuel surcharge. So what does that mean for us? Is this the end of selling on Amazon as fees continue to go up? So let's get right on into it. All right, so I really enjoyed doing these kind of doomsday scenario videos. Like whenever something like this happens, everybody thinks it's the end of the world and that selling on whatever platform is no longer profitable, whether it's eBay, Amazon. You got Etsy raising their fees. Everybody's raising their fees, and everybody loses their minds when things like this happen. So I'm going to kind of break it down for you guys, give you some examples to kind of show you that it's really not a big deal. So you see it's a 5% increase on your FBA fees. So it's not on your total basically sale. So if you sell something for $50, it's not 5% on that $50, it's 5% on whatever the Amazon FBA fee is. So I have three different items here. So I got a DVD, a CD, and a book, which I'm going to be able to pop up on the screen, and we'll be able to break it down and kind of see how much extra you would pay if you sold a book, CD, or DVD at that specific price. So let me get into my phone here so you guys can see it. I did pop the email up somewhere so you guys can see it if you haven't seen it yet, but I'm pretty sure they send it out to every person that sells on Amazon. Like I said, it's the sky is falling. It's the end of the world whenever something like this happens. That's why I highly recommend staying away from some of these groups and just focusing on your business and focusing on what you can do to make yourself more money. So when something like this happens, who cares? It's just a blip in the radar. You don't need to get all concerned and worried about what's going on because you're reading that Joe Blow, who never sold anything on Amazon, thinks this is the end. Like it's just a waste of time. So first up, we got a CD as an example here, and I'll pop up my screen too. So you see here we have Nice and Wild by Chucky Booker. So you see right here that it says the fees with this at the lowest price, $6.36. So your 5% is going to be tacked onto that $6.36. So that would make it an extra 32 cents if you sold that starting April 28th when these new fees take effect. So instead of $6.36, it would be $6.68. So for a CD that you're going to sell for 10 bucks, you're going to have to pay basically an extra 32 cents. Not a big deal, like I said. I mean, if worse comes to worse, like just raise your target profit by 0.05% if that's what you want to do. But it should not be the case. This should not be an issue. So that's the CD. So let's go check out the books. I got a book here, Grief Walk. You'll see here the fees with this one is $8.30 if we sell it at $13.17. So I did the math, 42-cent increase on this if we sold this after April 28th. So 40 cents. I mean, if you're selling larger high-ticketed items, this 5% increase is going to affect you more because usually the items have higher fees if they're bigger and heavier and more expensive. So us as media sellers, the effect is, it's not even, you're not even going to recognize it. All right, so then we also have a DVD. So I kind of did one of every category because the fees are different for each category, just so you kind of can have an idea. And this one you've seen, I actually went in and put in the lowest FBA price. So that's why the screen looks a little different here. You can always click on the fees and you kind of can see like what it breaks down to. So we have $25.22, Bear in the Big Blue House. So this is what I'm listening at. I'll listed at $25.21, but it'll turn out to be the same. So if we do the math here, the fees are $8.50. So you tack on your extra 5%, puts you at 43 cents extra on this DVD. So instead of $8.50, you're going to pay $8.93. So that still is going to leave you so much profit. That's why I love selling media, and that's why I have no intentions on switching to a different category, because when something like this happens, we still have plenty of profit to be made. the ROI on selling media is much higher than other categories. So when something like this happens, us as media sellers kind of just, you gotta just, it's unfortunate for, you know, people that get all out of whack and bent out of shape over something. Oh, fees are going up. Well, at the end of the day, it's not like they're making this up. It's not like they're just putting this on just to put it on. We all see the rising cost everywhere you go, like gas, groceries. Went and bought cat food today. Cat food even went up 50 cents a can. So it's across the board. But a few notes that I have here that I wrote down. So it states that it's not permanent, but they don't give any like date on, hey, we're going to take this away. So it's one of those kind of a little wishy-washy when it comes to how long this is going to be in effect. Maybe, you know, maybe they just keep it in effect. You know, that's how it works with like post office rates. Oh, we're raising the rates temporarily, and then they wind up increasing it permanently. We'll see what happens with that. It's a big corporation, so you can't take them at the word, but they don't say it's permanent. So hopefully it's not, but if it is, we'll be fine as media sellers. The guys over at Scout IQ did a live the other day on YouTube and Facebook, and they will be implementing the new increase starting around on the 21st. So all of you using Scout IQ, they're giving us basically a week ahead. So when we're scanning that week, they figure we're sending it in that week. So when we're scanning, that extra 5% of the FBA fees will be factored right out of it when you're scanning your media. So Scout IQ, that's why I love them. They always cover their bases with stuff like this, so it's perfect. They're already ahead of the curve, so we don't have to worry about doing anything extra with triggers. They'll automatically have all that updated on the back end for us. So that is awesome. So that covers everything. It's not the end of the world. Listen, if an extra 30 cents, 50 cents, even $1, if you're worried about losing $1, even if you have thousands of items, even if you multiply that by 1,000, if you're worried about losing $1,000, then you need to reevaluate your business as a whole. You should definitely be having room to basically lose money. You're not going to win on every single item you sell. I mean, that's just the name of the game. Or even break even, you know, like if an extra $1 is going to put you, you know, oh, I'm going to be losing 50 cents. Why are you chasing 50 cents profits anyway? You shouldn't be doing that. So this is not a big deal for us media sellers. I just wanted to make this video so you guys aren't worried and don't think the sky is falling. It's just an extra little 50 cents you got to put in the parking meter every time you sell something on Amazon. And hopefully this goes away if inflation and the craziness going on in the world calms down. Maybe it'll go away, you know, but until then, we just deal with it. I'm not worried about it, and I'll sell probably 10,000 items on Amazon this year. It is what it is. It's just the cost of doing business, you know. We basically have warehouses full of people picking our stuff, mailing our stuff, delivering it to people's front doors. So it's just the cost of doing business. So as always, I appreciate each and every one of you watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more used book videos. Bye-bye.